Mm.
All right, anybody? No? Come on, we have shares. Something excited, or just put in the chat how many pounds. Like I go to the thing every morning. I'm waiting myself every day. I know it's not good, but I'm so excited about this product. 12 pounds. We should add up all the pounds to see how many pounds we lost together. How about that? Let's
You know
do
what? I
that.
will say I just one of the reasons I admitted everybody at exactly 9:30 is because I was answering a text message. This is crazy. So a girl that I knew in high school, we were, friends in high school, have not talked to her in hello, 20 years, right? She runs this big salon in Southern Utah. And she contacted me just from one of my Facebook Lives. I sent her the text message, right? Like the da 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 da, meet GLP-3. Here's my order link, da da da. She went in, she ordered 3 bottles, and I haven't heard from her in like a week, right? And I was like, oh, hopefully she got her bottles in time. Like, I'll get back to her, I'll follow up soon. This morning, I woke up to a text message from her, and it said, I'm seriously like so excited, Adrian. She said, OMG, in 4 days, I can't believe the difference in how I feel. I hear and feel my body becoming different. What I want she's like, what I wanted was no food noise. I have zero food noise, but my joints and fingers feel amazing. And as a hairstylist, that's huge. She said, I'm still doing my 1 month supply before I figure out my next step, but I know you told me that there's a way I could get these products paid for. She's like, I don't want to pay for this. I'm weird about money. So if this keeps me feeling good, I need to figure out how others can buy it from me so that I can get mine paid for, laugh out loud. And she said, have a great day. And I was like, wow, Marcy, that is amazing results. And I said, I'm here to help. I can help you get your products paid for. I'm so excited for you. And she said, she's like, Adrian, I'm still, seriously, I'm so excited. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I'm down 2 pounds already. But more importantly, I feel free. I feel free. And I was like, that's who uses those words? I mean, that's you guys, she's having an incredible result. So, anyways, I was just pumped up about that and wanted to share. Okay, go ahead, Astrid. Back to you.
That's exciting. And only a text message, just text messages. I want to see what that text message, perhaps Shannon, Adrian, we can add that text that is working for you on the tracking form that we're going to talk about today, because we have a different like text message. But with
Yeah.
this GLP, we should add that to the top of the
Well,
tracking
so
sheet and
it's the
just use
one I
that.
actually, Astrid, it's in the files section. It's
Okay.
called social media responses. I'll pull it over, but it's already
Okay.
ready to go. It's in the files
Okay.
section of the legacy
Awesome.
makers.
Awesome.
But you're
All
right,
right.
it does work. Okay, go ahead. Back to you. I'll get it to everybody.
Anybody else? So I don't know. I don't see the pounds here. I only lost for 3 pounds, but I'm so excited. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Because I never, okay, no pounds, but pounds. Um, I've never felt like the way, not even with the simple six, the way that I feel with this product, like sleep wise, like the cravings. It's just like I'm a different person. And I truly believe it's also all the brain benefits that this product has. All right. So, well, perhaps at the end, someone wants to share something else. Let's start today. I'm going to talk about a boring topic that can make us a lot of money. Who likes boring but money? And it's about tracking, if I can find the presentation. All right. I'm going to try to go fast because there's not much to go deep into it, but it's important that we talk about this. All right. Let's see. There you go. The importance of tracking, right? Who loves tracking? Put in the number one. Number one, if you love tracking, and put number two in the chat if to you that is like, oh, I feel overwhelmed, I lose the papers, I forget to follow up. Or if you love tracking and you master it, put number one. Number two is like, it's crazy, I always forget. Let's be honest. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's participate in the chat. That will keep your brain engaged. All right. So I want you before we start to think or believe that tracking is sexy. If there's no tracking, there's no clarity. If there's no clarity, there's no cash. And who wants more cash? Everybody wants more cash. Let's see who's on the chat. Number one, only Michelle. Only Michelle. Okay. All right. Um, let's do some numbers. I'm sure you have heard these numbers before, But it's crazy, right? That means that we are, how many people are here? It was 38 people here on the Zoom, and only 10% of us, only 10% of us will make more than 3 contacts or follow up with that person. Only 10%, which means the other 90% will not follow up more than 3 times. Who feels that you are annoying people when you follow up too many times? How much is too many times for you? I heard a coach one time that said, you are not a mosquito, you are a butterfly. If it's they're both an insect, but one of them is annoying, right? It makes noise. I grew up in Puerto Rico, and there's a lot of mosquitoes. They're so annoying. But there is a butterfly. Butterflies follow up with love. Like, nobody gets annoyed with a butterfly. So I want you to believe that you're a butterfly, and that when you follow up with people, you're doing just loving on them. Remember, I'm not a mosquito, I'm a butterfly. So when those thoughts come that you don't want to follow up more than 3 times because you think you're annoying, remember, you're a butterfly. So 2% of sales are made on the first contact, 3% on the second, 5% on the fifth, on the third, 10% on the fourth contact, which means that if only 10% follow up more than 3 times, only 10% of sales are happening, right? Out of those 10%, which is crazy numbers. But the 80% of sales are made on the 5th or to 12th contact. Put in the chat how many times they have to follow up with you. I lost contact. Mike and I don't know, we always talk and laugh about how many times Shannon followed up with us. We lost count. I think it was over 12 times for sure. I don't know how many Zooms. I remember she even invited us to a Zoom that it was, you guys had just come back from leadership, and we go in, we're thinking it's like an opportunity call, and it was like only for ambassadors. You guys were talking about what you learned in leadership. I'm like, who are these people? They're brainwashed. Forget about it. And we hung up, we finished the Zoom. So it was hard. I don't know. It was probably over 12 times. So I don't know. Where are you? Are you on the 80% of people that are going to be following up, right, to make that sale? Or are you getting stuck on the 10% that only follow up 3 times? So let's talk about money or reality check. If 80% of sales are closed on the 5th to 12th follow-up, that means that 80% of your potential revenue or income is, I don't know, on the trash, on the table. And we love lists, right? Who doesn't love those lists? 30 lists, 100 leads, whatever list you're using. But if you have 100 leads list, that means that 30% of the sales are you're losing them. They're lost. So let's talk about money to see if that hurts. In a small business example, right? This is not 3 at all. I mean, we could use it as a sale, like as 3, because we have the Advantage pack now, right? That it's 9 bottles and it's $100. I could be wrong. I'm still learning the new pips. But let's say that the average sale in 3, it's $100, and you have 100 leads every month, right? With consistent follow-up, that would be 40 sales, that's $4,000 and $100, right? But without the consistent follow-up, that would be only 15 sales that are happening, because we're not getting to the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th attempt. So that's approximately a loss of $2,500 a month. And if you do that a year, that's $30,000 that you and I, my friends, are losing. Are you happy with losing $30,000 a year? I'm not. I can use that. So a lot of leads follow through the cracks, right? I always remember someone that told me one time in my previous platform, what if that person that invited you to this business would have never done it? How would your life be different? So remember, you're just serving, and follow up, it's intentional, it's not accidental. And when you follow up, people feel seen, loved, supported. So don't feel like you're like bothering people. So the benefits of tracking forms. in case that you consider them boring. My personality, I don't know the animals, I think it's dolphins. I personalities, I don't, in the beginning, I'm like, I don't wanna, that's papers, I don't like papers. This black and white thing is boring. But I learned to do tracking. Shannon is always making fun of me that she thinks I'm a C or detailed personality. I wasn't, I just learned because it cost me a lot of money after 14 years in this industry. So some of the benefits, and the most important one, right? You're not feeling lost or overwhelmed. You don't know who said what, when. So you're losing a lot of sales. Second, having tracking forms is like having a map. So imagine trying to go from Canada to Mexico without a GPS. So that's the same way. If you're expecting to have success without a tracking form, it's not gonna happen. Like you don't know who said yes, who's interested, who told you to call me back in May, or I'm in the hospital, I don't have time now. You need to know what people told you. And when you see that clearly, when you have it in front of you in a paper, you will make better decisions. And my favorite part is energy. You save a lot of energy. You have more mental clarity. You don't feel overwhelmed. You feel at peace. You know what you're doing. You know what you need to improve, and you will definitely close more sales. So there's different ways to track, and I'm going to talk about these too, because we have tracking forms, but sometimes we don't use them. But you can have a $1, I'm sorry, this is not 99-cent store anymore, right? Now it's $1.25, $1.25. Just get a notebook. I don't know. To me, they have to be cute. Like, I can't do boring. Look at this. They have butterflies. So you can just have a notebook and put one in every page, day number 1, day number 2 of the month, like 30 days a month. And every day you're going to commit to follow up with 3 people to talk about the product, 3 people that you need to follow up in the past, and 3 people, I don't know, perhaps from your team. Or invite them to an opportunity, but do it on a paper. It has to be in front of you. You don't have to wait to have a printer to do a tracking form. You don't have to have a fancy cell phone, or if you can even see on the phone, just get a notebook. That's cheap. It's $1, no excuses. The second way you could track is doing the Notes app. There's so many apps, but I want to show you a simple way. I'm just going to share I have tracking forms for everything on my phone because I do forget everything. Like, I don't know about you guys. Let me see. I'm not sharing, right? Where is my notes? I lost it, but I'll find it. There you go. You see my page, right? So you can add your own notes, right? And create like the name, contact info, first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt. I love the notebook because the Notes app, because it's free, it's on my phone. I always have my phone on me, even when I take a shower. Sorry, but my phone is what makes me money. I don't do it when I'm eating, okay? So anyway, you can do this, but I'm gonna show you really quick how you do it. Oh my gosh, there's so many people still joining. I'm just gonna create a new note. I'm gonna put the titles. Look how long it's gonna take me. Go to the top on the table, there you go, you have it. You put the name, Now, if you wanna add more columns, it's unlimited. You just go to this little thing here, to the 3 dots, and then open, add a column after, and then do it again, the little arrow again and again and again, and just type. And it's gonna continue opening more. Like, once you type, it will open another one. So it's unlimited. Like, do the tracking here, and it's easy. You're not gonna get lost. You can do all the columns that way. And the last way we can track is going to our Art Legacy Makers website and going to the tracking forms, right? We have tracking forms there. I did tweak some of the forms, Adrian, because I like colors. I always like colors. I can't do black and white. I won't do it. So it's the same forms that you guys have, but like the level. I'm going to open it bigger because it's so small. And then I'm done. Hold on. Let me go to the tracking forms that you can print. I keep opening and closing because, all right. So this page right here, you guys have seen the tracking form for the time, like the weekly time sheet. That is a sheet that I would use first before doing anything else, because most of the time we think we don't have time and we do plenty of time. So I challenge you to print this or just do it in a paper, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. or 9 to 9 if you want, and try to fill every single space. Nobody's going to do it. Nobody. I'll challenge you. So you do have space and time to do your business. So before you go and go to the tracking forms, find the time to do your calls, your follow-up time, your tracking time, your cleaning up your list time. And I'm sure you're going to find a space in this sheet. I'm sure. Okay. I'm going to challenge you to do that. Oh, wait, let me go back. I don't do the colors, but a lot of people do tracking with the colors. So you can have time, write down your time for your faith, right? If you go to church or if you do, I don't know, a Bible study, whatever you do that to increase your faith, you put it down. Your family time, put it down. Your date with your loved one or your friends, put it down. It's at the bottom. The income producing activities, when are you going to do it? You can color it. It's the color legend at the bottom. Training, when you have training, put it down in the business. Or if you work, right, a full-time job, put it down. And personal, I don't know, whatever, recreational, whatever you do. So if you like to use colors, do that and see how much money you're making with your weekly planning sheet. This is the sheet that it's on the Our Legacy Makers website. And it's pretty much when you join or every single week, write down 30 names and invite them to send them a text or invite them to a Zoom or to watch a video, whatever, to like pick on something, like watch something. And out of 30, probably 15 will say yes to take a look. And out of those 15, if we follow up 6 to 12 times, 6 will enroll, okay? 6 will enroll. I don't know if you heard the story of Corbin. He said that the first time he went to an event on the plane, he wrote down a list of his first 40 people he was going to reach out on a napkin. And he said that it took him 10 years, not 10 months, not 10 days, not 10 weeks, 10 years to complete the follow-up on those 41st people that he had on his list. And he never gave up on them. So if we want Corbin's income, we need to follow up. If you don't know who do you know a lot of people. Go on your phone, go on and WhatsApp, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You do have people. I know you do. This sheet is not, I think there's one on black and white on the website, Adrian. It's just a follow-up to make sure that you are doing the 6 contacts. Me personally, until I don't check every single 6 attempts, I won't quit on this list. They look nasty. They have coffee. I love coffee. They have grease sometimes on the pages, but I would never stop until they tell me, do not call me or text me. I am not interested in your product. Then I will scratch them. And when they're nasty, I scratch them really, really, really bad. I put all my energy on that scratching. Stay poor. Whatever, unhealthy. Your problem, not my problems, okay? So these are different ways you can follow up with people. You can send them a video, you can send them a Zoom, invite them, a 3-way call, a one-on-one, coffee, an in-person event. So be creative, a landing page. The company have marketing cards, they call it. So there's different ways. Don't try, if you're only inviting them to Zoom and it's not working, try something different, but do not quit until you do the 6th attempt, all right? I'm almost done. This is not it. Okay, okay. And I created this one for ambassadors follow-up also because the same way it is easier to keep someone that you already have, a customer or an ambassador, than finding a new one. So once you get a new ambassador or a new client, make sure you follow up with them. So these are different ways you can follow up with your ambassadors. Did you welcome them? Did you add them to the groups, WhatsApp or Facebook? Did they attend onboarding? Did they order the products? Are they in SmartShip? Did they do the 30 list? Did they have at least 15 people listen? Did they add their 2 ambassadors? Or did they become a 3-star? And I think I'm almost done. Let me close with inspiration and open for questions. I hope I'm not going too fast. Tracking. All right, so a call to action. Decide to start tracking today if you're not doing it because you don't want to lose $30,000 a year. Don't be part of the 10%. Do not stop at 3. This is the only 3 we do not follow up. Like, we're not going to listen to that 3. We're not going to be those people that stop at 3. Go back to your list and reach out to at least 3 people. If you are already, I mean, we have Dr. Dan tonight. We could do more than 3 for sure. How many people told you no or later, I'm not interested, and you can invite them to 15 minutes today with Dr. Dan? Discipline your follow-up and your income will follow. So an inspiration, every follow-up is an act of belief in your product, belief in your mission, belief in your team, in your company, in Dr. Dan. I'm adding all of that. And belief in the person that you are serving. They're waiting for you. There's someone waiting for you. And I'm going to close with this little video. It's less than a minute.
I had some tantrums of saying, I can't do this is too hard. When I was a kid and comparing myself to everyone else and saying, I can't do it, I'll never be able to do that. My parents always sat me down and said, look, Nick, yes, there are things that you can't do, but don't say I can't do it. Ask yourself, how can I do it? You know, there's ways around it. You can get from one side of the mountain to another, but you don't just have to walk over it. Maybe you can go underneath it or around it, or there's always ways in achieving the same goal. The way that I've achieved in my life doesn't always look the same for everyone else. But the key to that success was I believed in myself. If someone else could do something, then I could try and work out how. It starts with believing in yourself.
All right, that's it for today, my friends. Adrian, I'll give it back to you. Or Shannon, or whoever.
Go ahead,
Well,
Shannon.
that was phenomenal, right? Great training. And I love that you don't give up on your people. That's really where it's at, you guys. Like, if somebody had given up being persistent with you, what would you be missing out on? This product is so phenomenal. I had one too that came in on Monday. I'm down 5 pounds in 8 days. This is magical. LOL, no sugar cravings. I forgot to take my heartburn med yesterday and nothing. I take a cholesterol med too. If this helps both, that would be another plus. 20 smiley faces. She's so happy. And to be honest with you, like, I wasn't sure that we would be a good fit as team members. Like, I wasn't sure. And so it's really exciting when somebody finds the product they love and they're having success, and you hold the key. You hold the key. So I'm always talking about don't keep it from people. And they may tell you no 50 times. I think that's the bonus of a brain tumor. I forget. Like, I just forget you told me no. So guess what? You're probably going to get asked again. And so I just keep asking. And I mean, I probably do remember the hard no's. I've had maybe 2 hard no's in a year. And I was very persistent with those people, probably 3 to 5 times. And so a week. I was very persistent because they were high influencers. And I got to where I was just like, okay, fine. Yeah. It's crazy because especially the brick and mortar people, they have so many additional opportunities than even just, I think we have a huge opportunity out of our print shop. And, brick and mortars have people coming in the door. They're coming in the door. So every brick and mortar, in my opinion, should have this product on a display because it's so phenomenal. And it's just, I mean, from dog shops to, doctors, dentists, I just think like it's another avenue of huge money. I wanted to ask you, Adrian, like the levels of pro, elite. Somebody asked me last night and I was like, I'm not 100% sure, but the average income, like at pro, what is the average, like if you held that position, average income? Do you know?
Yes, yeah. So if you held the average position of 3-star pro, you're probably in or between, I would say 50 to 80,000. I would say more in the 50,000. Here's the thing that we need to factor in every time we do this. I'll give you an idea. So let's say pro is 50,000 a year. elite is going to be 100 grand a year. Now, is it true that if somebody never rank advanced in our company, but they got two good ones, let's say they had two leaders, both left and right, that maxed out the comp plan. Let's say that person never ranks, but they bring in two good people, could they still be a millionaire? Yes, they absolutely could in this company. And so when we factor and we try to factor in numbers and people are like, I want an exact path, to 50,000 a year or 100 grand a year. My goal is to get you a team of people that get you enough cycle depth in your organization for you to get paid that, right? So at the end of the day, you could enroll two or you could enroll 2,000. It just depends, right? The time is what the time takes. And so I get excited because, yeah, the reason we even have ranks, you guys, is to give you something to go for, to gauge towards a income that is suitable for you, right? That's acceptable to you and what you want to do. But I usually gauge pro is around 50,000 a year, elite is 100 grand a year, just FYI.
And
Now,
4-star would be
4 stars, $250,000 a year.
okay.
Yeah.
So
So
huge benefits, right? And residual income. So I think like we
sorry.
definitely.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, well, absolutely. And I think when you really understand the power of the compensation plan, you're going to understand that your income is built by leaders backed by leaders backed by leaders, right? How many 3 stars can I create? How can I go 3 stars as fast as possible? And how can I create 3 stars as fast as possible? Because getting people to recruit more than that average two is going to help solidify your success faster. Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is Cindy. And I want to say something about the comp plan, okay? Because I've lived in a lot of comp plans and I've worked really, really hard in the industry. And I've done things where I can tell you guys, I have never been compensated at the level that we've been compensated with three international. And the reason being is that there are a lot of comp plans that once you get to a certain level, they cut you off and they take away part of your team. And I've seen it happen over and over again, and especially with a lot of the breakaway compensation plans. And the thing that I love the most about this is that you can take anybody and show them that average is not normal, you guys, because you can do things that you've never thought you could do in this industry just by helping other people. And because we're in a binary, it's so much easier than thinking that you have to go out and get 15 people all working, hundreds and thousands of dollar legs, as opposed to them just going out and duplicating themselves over and over and over again. I've never seen anything like it. And I've never seen where the amount of people that are coming on that have never been in this industry are going to be so successful. They haven't seen anything yet, you guys, because they're really just moving one product. And when you look at all of the products that we have, you guys, it is absolutely like the icing on the cake. And that's what the GLP-3 is right now. But you really have all the ingredients to make this something bigger than anything that you've ever dreamed of. And believe me, I can take that to the bank.
Okay, so Astrid, if somebody doesn't respond after 2 or 3 messages, do you still go on?
Yes. Yeah.
Let
me ask you something. How many of you have ever seen a text message and meant to answer back and forgot? Mm-hmm. How many of you need like 10 reminders from your doctor, one of the most important people in your life, to go to the office, and you sometimes still forget? Like, I need a bunch of texts, a bunch of phone calls and voicemails and follow-up, and I forget. You could change the text. Like, you're not always going to send the same message or the same phone call or the same voice message. But you can change the excuse. Like, oh, I have a wellness Zoom today. So don't say the same thing all the time. Try to change the approach. Tracy did a great training last week, and she said she has 6 things she sent to people. She's not going to send them the 6 of them, but it's like different layers. Just be creative. Like, do text message, then do voice memo, then invite them. It's important that the message is short and it ends with open-ended question. When you send me a message that I have to think too much, I won't answer. Or I'm going to wait to have the answer and then I forget. So if it's a yes or no, open like close question, like yes, no, Tuesday or Wednesday, AM or PM, like it has to be a closing question. Like use ChatGPT, but don't use ChatGPT too much when it comes to follow up, because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes ChatGPT sounds too scripty and a lot of people use it and they're too long. So very short messages, different messages, just spreading the love. Like, oh my gosh, I thought of you today because I saw this. Did you see the message I sent you the other day? Or, oh my gosh, like I have a Zoom this week, you can't miss out. Do you have a minute? Like just change the topic or the focus. So, but don't stop until they tell you, Janet, I don't want you. I don't want you texting me. I don't want you calling me. I don't want your products. Like, and even when they do so, I think someone shared last week or 2 weeks ago on the chat that someone had texted them, no, I pass. And then a couple of days or weeks later, the person reached out. Can you tell me about the product that you mentioned before? I think it was Kenyan, and he sent us like a screenshot of that. So just don't stop and tweak. And if the message is not working, reach out to your leaders and with someone that is having success to tweak it. Sometimes we have to tweak. Does that help, Janet? It takes time. It's a skill. Follow up is another skill that is going to give you a lot of money. This is a profession. We don't learn network marketing in a day, in a week. Be patient, a year to 5 years to master all the skills. So, I mean, we don't have to wait a year to make money. Don't be scared about that. But it takes time. Be patient with the process and with yourself. This is the only industry that will not fire you. They're patient. Vicky, do you have a question?
Yes, good morning, everybody. I just want to say that what you were saying, like when we answer the question, if somebody asks us in a text message or in a voice message, we don't if we answer desperate, they're gonna think that we're gonna like we are looking for them to sell something. We're not looking at their needs. So we just, like we had to be empathic, how you say it, emphatic.
Empathetic.
Empathetic with them and do it like slowly, like if you have a conversation like really normal, don't look desperate because they know that they want to sell me something. Like she sees me like a sales, not my needs. So that's important.
Thank you, Vicky. Yes, we can. And if we are desperate, people can sense that. Thank you, Vicky, for bringing that up. Just listen to the person. And if they sometimes, like, let's say if they reply back to you with a voice memo, reply back with a voice memo, because that means that's the way they like to communicate. If they don't, if they put a lot of emojis, make sure you put emojis back. If they don't put emojis, don't put emojis. We have to listen. Like people will tell you a lot of things. Like that message that Adrian got this morning from her friend, it has a lot of things that she needs. So like listen, like sometimes we're so focused on the next thing that I'm gonna say that we don't listen. Thank you, Vicky, for that. Anybody else, questions or comments?
Yeah, I just want to say that follow-up really, it's a call continuum. So it's just you do it until like, and I think that's what I've heard most out of this is that it's not the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. It's like the 13th, right? Time that you reach out. And I mean, I'm going through as we did right now, oh shoot, I'm making a whole note in my notes. Just a sec. So anyways, I got excited because guess what? This girl doesn't have. I don't have a tracker form in my notes and I've got everything in my notes. Why didn't I think of that, Astrid? You blew my mind today. I'm creating a little thing right now with my follow-ups because honestly, yesterday I was driving home and I was talking to Becky Anderson, who's new, and I was like freaking out. I'm like, wait a minute, I forgot about Tammy. Oh my gosh, what about Julia? Oh my God. And all of a sudden I'm like, I'm missing people. And it bothered me so much. So I'm going to do that. And so I just started creating a columns on my phone to go in and start following up with the people that I sent messages to, and also follow-ups with those that just recently ordered, right? Like making sure that they understand the next steps. Like I am sending that welcome part and they're getting plugged in, but I still am it's still very new, right? So yeah, just getting that done. Okay, anyways, I love that it's on my phone where everything in my life runs. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, Astrid. Great call today.
Kelly King has a question.
Hi, everyone. I want to emphasize or to say it's important to go and do it. I had reached out to someone yesterday, and they had already been contacted and grabbed up by someone else in Three International. So if you call someone and they've already or and it's like, oh my gosh. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you all that. Just don't put it off. Do it today.
Yes, Kelly,
Excellent.
thank you. Whoever goes first wins. Don't wait, don't wait. Any suggestion for an Android user? Anyone? I quit on Android. I don't miss them. I never do Android again. Any Android user that can give us an advice on any good note? I don't know if so they don't have a note app. Debbie?
No Android users?
Okay, Debbie, let's switch to Apple. I help you with that.
I'm an Android user.
Okay, BJ's. Hi, BJ's.
Hi, how are you, Astrid?
I'm great, thank you.
You were
Thank
knocking
you.
it out of the park this morning. We got to write these things down.
Yes.
Anyway, I am a Droid user, and the way I track my people is because, I'm in the middle of tax season right now. So every conversation that I have that's a text message, I go back through all of those text messages and I can screenshot them and I can save a gazillion screenshots, or I can copy them and paste them into my documents. Then I can title that document with the name of the person, or I can make that document a list of people. And then oftentimes what I do, because I'm actually, when I get home is when I'm doing this, is then I can add those people and what got said to my journal and my tracking forms. So that's how I handle it. I am not an Apple user. Been there, done that. I like my Android phone better.
BJ, but there's do you have a specific app that you use to to keep all your notes in one place?
No, it's just a place where you can create documents. It's just
Okay.
called Docs. It's a
Okay.
doc app that comes with the Google phone, which
Okay.
I have the Android phone I have is called a Google phone. But
Okay.
I'm sure you can download off the Google Play Store for the Android, um they can download a note app. I'm sure they could do it, you
Okay.
know.
There's
They
an
might
app. Thank you, BJ. There's an
Thank
app that I
you.
used to use, but then I stopped because I use it so much that it has so much info that they were trying to charge me money and it got too expensive. But there's a free version that I use. It's Evernote, and I know it's available for Android because I used to have Android. It's Evernote, it's simple. Or like somebody, or I don't know if it was BJ or somebody else, Google Note or on the app. Google Notes is also another way to do it, but Google will do the same thing. Once you have too much info, you have to start paying for memory. All right, so I think we're good to go, Adrian. I know you're very excited with your note creation.
I am.
Inspired.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, sent. Nope. Need to follow up still again. Fifth follow. You guys, this is exciting. Thank you so much, both you, Astrid and Shannon. Thank you guys so much for your leadership. It is just like, I love you girls. And I'm so grateful for you, and everything that you produce to the and bring to the team is so first class. So thank you guys for that. Go back, you guys, watch this recording again. Grab the recording on the YouTube channel, send it out to your teammates if they need some help following up and understanding how to make follow-up easier. The last thing we want is to be missing people. And also, like Kelly King said, it's not cool when somebody gets recruited by somebody else because you didn't follow up, right? So make sure you're following up. And just as a reminder, we have the Dr. Dan call tonight. So make sure you guys are on that. We're not going to do the 3opp.com tonight because of the Dr. Dan call. So definitely invite to that today. Follow up with the 10 that you started connecting with on Monday, guys. Remember, we had a shout out for reaching out to 10 on Monday. I know a lot of you guys did do that, and some of you haven't yet. It's not too late to get started on that. Invite them to the Dr. Dan call tonight, and we will see you tomorrow.